Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Greetings to all. I am Nidhi of 7th, here to speak a few lines on the Bhopal gas tragedy. The Bhopal gas tragedy was an industrial accident that occurred on the night of 2nd to 3rd December in 1984 at Union Carbide India Limited, a pesticide plant in Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh. 45 tons of methyl isocyanate gas leaked to the plant as a result of faulty safety mechanisms and a shoddily built factory that created a dense cloud of toxic fumes that drifted into Bhopal. Over 500,000 individuals were exposed to the deadly methyl isocyanate gas, resulting in the immediate death of approximately 3,800 people. Regarded as one of the most severe industrial disasters, the incident has left thousands more grappling with enduring health issues. Survivors and the children continue to experience chronic health issues such as eye problems, respiratory disorders, motor skill impairment, psychological trauma, etc. In children, failure to grow and intellectual impairment is observed. Children born to parents exposed to the gas have genetic disorders and reproductive challenges. The toxic gas was absorbed into the river, making the water undrinkable. The tragedy raised fundamental questions about government and corporate responsibilities that devastate human life and local environment. The failure in urban policy and regulatory oversight and emergency response mechanisms were starkly exposed. Even the absence of specific Indian laws complicated recompense for the victims. This leads to the passing of Bhopal Gas Leak Act of the year 1985 aimed to regulate industries handling hazardous chemicals. In the year 1989, on the order of Honorable Supreme Court of India, the Union Carbide Corporation paid $470 million to the Union of India as a full and final settlement of tragedy. Also, subsequent legislations were formed which include the Environment Protection Act of the year 1986 and the Public Liability Act of the year 1991 aimed to regulate industries handling hazardous chemicals. In the end, the Bhopal gas tragedy stands as a chilling testament to the devastating intersections of industrial negligence, systemic failures and human sufferings. Lastly, I would like to say that science should be a boon, not a bane to the mankind. Thank you.